What's up guys, this is iTweaks here with iPhoneHacks.com, and today I'm going to be showing you a roundup of jailbreak tweaks that came out this past week. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I want to talk to you guys about is called Badge Boss. Now this is a tweak that I'm actually using on my main device right now, and you can see what it does right here. So it actually changes up your badge notifications. So you can change the position, the color, the font, even you can add some text in there if you'd want to. So let's go into its settings here, and we're going to tap on Badge Boss, and you get a nice little preview right up here when you're making your changes, so that's always nice, so you don't have to respring and just to check what changes you have made. So right below that you have a kill switch, so you can enable or disable this. Below that you can actually make the badge notifications invisible if you want to do that just by tapping hide. Below that you have your text. Now I have this little @ symbol in there. You don't have to have that in there if you want to leave it blank, but if you do type something in, just say we're typing in some type of text, if you want the actual number badge notification to still be there, you will have to put that @ symbol in there in order to grab that badge notification number. Now right below that we also have our font, so you can change the font, and there's a ton of different fonts as you can see right here, just a whole lot. You can change the font, the size, and the color of the font as you can see right there. So there's a ton of different colors as well. So we'll tap done, and you can also change the background color. So you have all these different colors right here as well to choose from, and you can change the position very easily just by dragging your finger just like that. So let's go back, and right below that you have restore defaults. So this is a really cool tweak. Highly recommend checking it out if you're looking for something a little different for your badge notifications. Next I want to talk about Dark Folders 7. So you can see right here what this does. It's a pretty simple tweak. It's going to change your color of your folders from that transparent blurred look to a darker look. So you can see exactly what it does right here. I actually have another folder right over here somewhere right there, so you can see what that looks like. Kind of blends in a little bit better with the darker themes, and I'm actually a pretty big fan. Now in the settings here you also have some options. If we go down here to Dark Folder 7, you have your option to obviously enable or disable it, and below that you can change independently if you want your darkened folder icon to be dark or default, as well as your darkened folder background to be dark or default. So I actually haven't had any luck opening up the folders. As you can see, it still goes back to that default background. So hopefully that's something that's going to be fixed in a future update. But I've heard and read that a lot of people are using this tweak and it's working for them, so maybe it'll work for you. If not, hopefully the dev will put out a fix for this in the very near future. Now next up we have Notificate. So what this tweak is going to do is if you pull down your notification center, you can see here that you don't have that missed tab. This is actually going to look exactly like iOS 8 notification center. So if you're wanting to get that look before you actually upgrade to iOS 8, then you can do so just by downloading Notificate. So you have your today view right here, and you also have all your notifications right there. Now scrolling all the way down, you also have your edit button, and this is actually going to be for widgets in iOS 8, but this is not what it's going to do on iOS 7. There's no real functionality to this. If you just tap on this, it's going to just open up your notification center settings. So this tweak is going to be more like a theme more than anything else. And last but not least, we have a new tweak called LS Weather. So what this is going to do is actually give you the weather where your slider text usually goes. So you can see right here that it's 90 degrees out and it's mostly sunny, and you got a little sun right there. So if we actually unlock our device and we go into our settings, I can show you everything that we can do with LS Weather. So we'll go ahead and open that up. You can obviously enable or disable it. You can change the weather update interval, so it's going to update every 5 minutes right now. You can change that up. As you can see, it's going to change or update every 37 minutes. So right down here is where I would most likely keep it. And then below that you can change the weather info font. So if you want to change your font, then you can just use the system if you have a particular system font installed, or you can just go through here and then select whichever font that you would like. And there's a lot of fonts, as you can see. So let's go back. You can also toggle on show your city, so it's going to have your city right there. You can change the font of the city name if you want to do that as well. And below that you can hide the chevron, so that's just going to be the little arrow. So if you have that toggled on, then that's going to hide that. And you can also display the weather icon. So that was basically what that little sun was that I had enabled on my lock screen. You can also show the slider with no delay. So usually when you pull up your lock screen, there's a little bit of a delay, basically allowing you to unlock your device without sliding, because you can use the Touch ID sensor. So if you toggle this on, there's going to be no delay. It's going to pop up directly after you wake up your device. And then right down here we have adjust sliders position vertically. So it's kind of a bummer that, but you do have to actually mess with this a little bit, just depending on what type of information that you have on there. So if you add in your city name, then you're probably going to have to move this up quite a bit. If not, then it might be okay to just leave it all the way down at the left, which is the default area. But you do have to move this around a little bit, and you'll have to respring in order to make those changes, and then you just got to do some guesswork in order to get it exactly right. So that's all the tweaks that we have for this week. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, then go ahead and subscribe. Alright guys, till next time, this is iTweaks with iPhoneHacks.com.